Hey, Sean here from SpeedCubeReview.com. I got the new GAN 460M. I love 4x4. Aside from fewest moves, 4x4 is my favorite event just because it's like 3x3 but different. However, I don't practice it too much anymore because I don't know. I just don't. Let's check this out. Let's see what we got. So GAN sent this to me directly. We've got the bag, we've got a pamphlet, and our case. Now, the original 460 that they made was fine. Wasn't incredible, didn't change the game, but it wasn't bad. Looking at this one already, besides being this nice stickerless and UV coated, a bit clickier on the inside, seems to turn quite smoothly and almost fast. Gives a very almost 3x3 turning feel to it. It doesn't feel like I'm turning, instead of 20 pieces, what is it, 92 pieces? Because you have to count for all the internal ones. Quite tight tension, still a little bit of corner cutting. Not crazy, but it's moving. We've got the two magnets for the edges and the corner ones. I'm assuming there might be core magnets. Does it say anything here about how many magnets? It doesn't. I'm afraid I don't want to take it all apart right now. So what I'll do for right now is I just want to do some solves. I'm going to turn the camera just a little bit. Oh, wait. Size and weight. It says 460. Is it actually 60? About 59.7. So it is just about 60, maybe a little less than 60, but the GAN 459.78 doesn't have the same ring to it. As far as the weight of it, 114 grams, so actually I don't know what that compares to with other 4x4s, but honestly it feels fairly light. Yeah, outer layers are pretty nice. I have no lubrication. I feel like it doesn't need it, but it might need it just to cut through some of those smaller things. But so far, I like the feeling of it. I like smaller puzzles, so I've been using a 56mm 4x4, 59mm 4x4. 60 gets a little bit big. 62 I think is unusable, so I like that these have gotten smaller and smaller. Ooh, yeah, definitely do some lubrication, but we're going to try this first without. But already, yeah, it has a very light turning to this. Okay. Wow, it's been a long time since I've done a solve, so we'll see how I do here. I forgot what goes here. Red. Oh, jeez. Yeah, doing things a little out of order how I normally would. But... wait, what am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, there we go. Yeah, you're doing things a little out of order than I normally would. Missing some things, but overall pretty happy. Now what's I find, oh geez. Did I do this right? I did not. I did the centers opposite. So, a couple things to note as I'm horribly solving this. It has like a very flexible feeling, even though it's actually quite tight. Which, that was something that I was mentioning, how it feels like a 3x3. It doesn't, like other 4x4s just feel tight, and if you loosen them, they get super flexible. This, I mean, look at those tensions. Those are tighter than most 4x4s I would have, but it moves a bit more. Let's add some lubrication just to cut through some stuff. I don't think jack-o'-lantern's too thick for this. Normally I would do a little bit more of like a lunar, but let's just add like 4 or 5 drops to the inner pieces of the scramble. Check this out. But that's how I would describe this, that it's like it's tighter, but it has more flexibility to it. I wonder how that's achieved, because I don't know if it's just the springs themselves. I mean, tensioning, we don't have anything besides just the screw. There's no special tension setting. There's no special magnet setting. It's hard to get multiple different settings going on 4x4s because you're fitting in a lot of other stuff. Plus, the centers would have to move away somehow to make that work. But, okay. So let's check this out. There we go. Lost track of some pieces, but not too bad. Yeah, I got a OLL parity. Yeah, I'll do a COLL, even though I don't think it's really going to be super helpful. Yeah, it kind of made things worse. There we go. Okay. Interesting. I want to mess around with tensioning, because that feeling, I feel like if someone turns, like I can average mid to upper 40s. My best solves are mid 30s. I think still at WCA it's like 50 point something or low 50s. And I think if I average in the 20s or below, this might work really, really well. But it's like I'm almost catching more now suddenly. There we go. With it, I'm going to actually do a little more lubrication and do another solve and see what that's like. Other than that, though, I really... It's interesting. It's a curious feeling to it. Like, it has a GAN feeling to it. Which seems like the oddest thing to say, that the GAN 4x4 has a GAN feeling to it. Like that, like, of course, that would seem obvious. But, like, for YJ, the MGC 3x3 does not feel like the 4x4, 5x5, 6x6, stuff like that. More that one's not too bad. That one has a similar-ish feeling, I feel like, between the WRM and that. But it's hard to get that because you have so many more pieces. Okay. Well, I don't want this video to be me solving 50 times and making the video like an hour long until I get used to this. So I'll keep using it. At the moment, the most GAN 4x4 of any 4x4 that's on the market. It has a more flexible feeling, looser feeling to it, even though it's kind of tight. It might be just the compression. Like if there are springs under here, I don't think that's maglev. There are springs under here, so maybe some tighter springs would be what we want. There was I believe it was like Yushin or something, there was like the spring mod where you actually took the springs out, stretched them a bit, and then put them back in here. And that might be what this needs, so some tighter springs. There also was the other way, I think it was for the Shangsho 7x7, where you either cut the springs or you replace them with the I am name dropping this video. This shows I know my stuff. But it feels like very light springs, which for me, who has always been a very heavy turner and liked stronger magnets, all of that, I need that. I'll keep trying what this is. Magnets are clicking a bit. But let me know if you've seen this or had this and what your thoughts on it. Or if you like more controllable, stronger springs, or you want it to be all loose and flexible like that. But it's kind of in the same realm if you have a GAN 3x3, and I've heard people say GAN is better for more advanced solvers. Like, no, it doesn't have to be. They're good for any cuber, but you might want to tighten things up so it's a little bit slower and controllable. And that are my thoughts. I said R and is at the same time because I couldn't figure out what to say. Those are my thoughts on the GAN 4x4. I'm going to keep using it more and more, get back into some 4x4, practice this, and see if I can figure out some settings that I like about tension, or even if there's any spring replacements or something we can do. I don't want to mess with them yet, so I'll just adjust the screw and see what I can find with that. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you again for sending this over. Hit like, subscribe for more content in the future, and as always, keep following SpeedCube Review for more news and reviews.